Oh, it was outstanding. We definitely got everyone else going for the game. I think got everyone hyped. It allowed us to set off the right tone for the first game.
He said he might incorporate some humor. Did he end up doing that?
Not that I recall. I mean, I'm always serious, so maybe there was humor, and it probably went over my head because I'm always serious, but maybe.
Mike, can you walk us through a little bit the timeline of you moving to center when you found out and what you thought when they first approached you about it?
So I found out I was playing center in the summer, and then kind of each day, every day, I would take snaps from Coach Stud, or I would have someone watch me in the snap.
Did you do any of it in the spring? Any center work at all in the spring?
No.
And you've never played the position before this summer? So what was the first game like out there snapping in a real life game?
It was fun.
What's how difficult is the transition? I think some people might look at it and say, "Oh, you're sliding over. That's no big deal." But I feel like it'd be a little more difficult.
Definitely, it's much faster because the guy's right in front of you. You know, you have a little bit more space to come up the ball at left guard, and even more space at left tackle or right guard, right tackle. So the guy's right there, and you really got to move quick.
Michael, have you talked to Billy at all to
Yes.
get some? What has he told you, and what have you gained
He
from
just
him?
really told me. He said, work on taking short steps and really firing off the ball. And he said, don't think about snapping. Once you start thinking about it, that's when you're going to mess up.
How long did it take you to master the shotgun snap? I mean, had you done that ever in the past?
Never.
Yeah. So how much time did you spend on it?
Maybe like one time in seventh grade.
When?
Maybe like one time in seventh grade. Maybe.
Yeah. But how much time did you spend on it? This summer, because that's the little flip back there.
Hours, days. I mean, I spent a numerous amount of time just trying to play center.
And who was catching it? Who was catching those snaps?
It would be either Dwayne or Tate.
Yeah.
Isaiah Prince said he actually took enough of your snaps in the offseason that he's now the emergency quarterback. Is there any truth to that?
Isaiah Prince?
Yeah. No? No, he was just joking.
He's just joking.
Isaiah Prince, the sprinter.
Consider before the summer when they came to you that you saw really in bad tape. Did you ever think that would be a potential option for you?
Yes, I did.
Hey, Mike, is that a better new hairdo this year because you're a center?
It is better. It's a lot better.
So it's something that you want to do it? Is that did you push for it? Or how did that all play?
It's really, Coach said he asked me, and I said, I accept the task, and ultimately it was my decision to choose. He wasn't going to force me to do it, so it was my choice, and I ultimately chose to play center.
What made it appealing for you?
Just the fact that we can have the best 5 guys out there at all times.
And was that brought up too? When Coach Stud or whoever talked to you about it, was that brought up about the best 5 being out there?
No.
Yeah.
I just thought about it myself.
Yeah. Malcolm's rise at left guard. I mean, what have you seen out of him? And obviously, you had to have somebody of quality step into your shoes. What have you seen out of him over the last 6 months? The lights come on. What have you seen that's just stood out?
I think he's grown more mature mentally in the football game. He's always been physical. He's always been dominant. That's never been a problem. But I think he's grown in that area of the game.
Obviously you're aware the last 2 guys who switched from guard to center at Ohio State won the Remington Award.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of pressure on you?
Yes, it's
But I would think you're thinking that, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, how does that motivate you?
Motivates me every day to make sure my snaps are good and make sure that I'm doing my assignments, make sure I'm organizing the O-line and make sure I have everything right.
On that last point, we've talked a lot about the snap, but how tough was it to get that whole, you're the field general up there, and you have to recognize not just your assignments, but pretty much everyone else's?
So it was kind of like a step 1, step 2, step 3 process. So like once you learn how to play center, there's certain steps. So one of the steps is like hitting your arm on your thigh over and over in the same spot, and make sure you hit that same spot over and over, and then the ball will appear in the same spot.
Mike, when did you start to feel comfortable in that spot?
After Saturday.
After Saturday?
Why was that? Mike?
Because it's really challenging going against our D-line. Our D-line is really good, especially going against BB. And I got to see how good I was playing at center. If it was something that I need to, there's definitely a lot more room for progress for me, but I didn't think it was too bad for my first time.
And snaps-wise, it looked like you were almost flawless. I mean, what kind of rating did you get on that?
I didn't have any problems with snaps.
They don't keep count of like low, high, or anything. They do. But you didn't have any problems with. Yeah. Gotcha.
You said it was a 3-step process. You gave us like one of the steps. What are the other 2?
Well, the first step is to address the ball, and then after that you put your hand on the ball, and then after that, step 3 is to snap and hit.
Okay,
the arm.
got it. So that was the 3rd step.
What's your official size now? What do they have you at? Height, weight?
Right?
Yeah.
6'7", 312.
There's some conjecture you might be the largest center. I think Bill Landis said that you might be the largest center in the country. Well, does that mean anything to you?
Maybe not the largest, maybe the tallest.
Yeah. Has that had some challenges? I mean, getting that low, et cetera. I mean,
just the flexibility. I definitely had to work on my stretching. Took a lot of yoga courses over the summer to help with my stretching.
Did Stud talk to you at all about Ethan Posick, a guy he had at LSU who was your height? And what did he tell you about him?
He just said, I had a guy do it. I think he can do it too.
Did you watch film with him at all when you were making this transition?
But no, I did not really watch film with Billy and Pat and a couple centers in the NFL.
When you were thinking about making this change, was showing some kind of versatility to the NFL any part of the decision-making process?
It was really just what does my team need and something that my coach asked me to do. That's what I was thinking about first.
Thanks, man.
What is it about playing center in this offense that makes it so important to be an experienced guy like you were, Billy was, Pat was?
Because the center directs the offensive line and who they block, and he really directs the whole entire line.
Do you enjoy having that responsibility of directing your teammates?
Yes, I do.
How much more time did you have to spend studying the game to be able to, put everyone where they need to be this summer?
If you're playing offensive line at Ohio State, your job is to know all 5 positions.
So even as a guard, you have the same grasp of the offense that you do as a center, you're saying?
Yeah.
Is that one of the reasons why Ohio State guards transfer so well to that position?
Yes, because they already know the offense, and it's not much of a deal to organize the offense line.
Michael, coming into the year, obviously you're going into your 3rd year starting, but there was a chance that it seemed as if Brady Taylor was going to be in a position to start as a senior. I was wondering, how's it been like for him, kind of going through the transition of your move, and, what have you seen from him in practice?
I just think, Brady, he's really positive to me. All he's been doing is just been helping me out and just getting better at center each and every day. I really appreciate that from him.
Do you think it's tough for him, though?
Yes.
And how does he go about it?
I think what really keeps him driving is love for his unit and just love with the whole team.
I mean, what's it like just being in a position where you're starting and somebody lose their spot? I know that's part of being at Ohio State and competition's constant, but just from your mindset, is it weird ever? Is it hard just being friends and close with people off the field when stuff like that happens?
It's hard, but I feel like if you love your brothers, I think you can overcome it.
How much?
Last question.
On the flip side of that, you got Malcolm Pridgeon, a guy who had kind of had to wait his turn. He's in there as a 5th-year senior. What's it like for you to see someone like him have this opportunity where he finally gets to be in the starting lineup?
It just makes me really happy. He's my roommate, and he's my roommate the last 2 years he's been here. And for him to see him grow and finally, start to accomplish one of his dreams just makes me happy.
Mike, are you guys playing faster this year? Is the offense moving at a quicker tempo than you did last year?
The goal each year is to get faster each year, so we're playing a lot faster.
Why can this group of linemen play at that pace and not slow down at all, I guess?
It's really about discipline, and it's really how you practice. We practice tempo a lot, so I think last year even though we did tempo a lot in games, and even though we went fast last year, in practice we didn't have periods of tempo during practice. we're specifically focused on.
And you do now?
Yes.
Great. Michael, thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.